Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Signalis. Are we ready to step back out there? I only have one inventory space left. Right, but we have the shutter handle and we know where we're going to use it, so... yeah, this is probably fine. A couple of stun prods. Reasonably high value. Although I guess, I probably should be carrying some kind of healing, shouldn't I? What do we have in the box? I went through a lot of healing items. Do I just have patches? Alright, here's my plan. Don't get hit. That's my big move. Should I take the flares? It's hard to know exactly where they're going to be most useful. There are definitely some places that we've had to go through multiple times. We've kind of a lot of shotgun rounds right now, though. I'm going to stick to the plan here. So, the shutter handle. Let's just refresh myself on where the shutter was. It's here. Okay, so we have to go down to 7. Probably best we use the lift, which would require going down one more level and then running over to the lift. I guess it doesn't really make any sense to do it that way. All right, let's just go down to 7 via the ladders and then head to the shutter room from there. Alright, so it's... okay. Just the room at the bottom right. Okay, I mean, like, less than 0 surprise, right? I guess this is a fine time to use the pistol ammo. Pretty good odds we're not going to have to come back here again, so I'm not too concerned about it. Can I please? There we go. Oh, or it is a save room. In which case, maybe I do want to torch that body. Oh, hey. It's an owl key. I was kind of expecting that, the big statuette that body was holding, that looks like an owl, to be the source of the owl key. Replica overview, EULR. Simple universal light replica, owl. Your units are the backbone of Yusan Nation's workforce. These elegant, multi-purpose worker units are suited for all kinds of domestic tasks, like cleaning, cooking, and simple medical and office work. Yules are highly social and get along with each other well as long as most other models. Unfit for combat, but their lightweight frame makes them a prime choice for distant facilities where supplies are limited. So there is a piano here. Can I take the... no, I am not allowed to disturb the cloth. I mean, the cloth is, like, it's got that pre-rendered look. That means this is not an object you will be interacting with, which is the thing I always really appreciated about these games. Have very, like, old-school cartoon vibes where, like, one bush is a different shade of green than the rest, so you know something's going to come out of that bush at some point. I am going to torch that body, I think. Just in case, because it seems like we might actually be coming back here multiple times. We can save a little bit of ammo. Alright, so I stand over you. There we go. Okay, if I hit C without aiming, there is actually an animation at least. That's likely to save us at least one murder's worth of bullets, right? So where was the place where I needed the owl key? Unfortunately, our map is not as good about marking which doors need which keys as it is about marking the locations of stuff. I think this was it. I think it's the door on 6 in the top right of this hallway. So we need to go up 1. And in this case, it definitely makes the most sense to go back to the ladder. All right. Do I want to try to drop the shield robot and burn that body as well? Because if I can hit it in the back with the shotgun, I think so. I think so. Let's go ahead and do that. Do I want to take my other thermite? No, I don't. I don't think so. Because it seems like we're gonna need to move around here for a while longer, and it would be really nice to be able to get to this room without having to worry about maybe getting jumped all the time. All right, please tell me you're in a position where I don't just get screamed at immediately. Oh, that's going to be a really tough one. Maybe I should have gone for it, though. Because right now, if she is indeed moving around in more or less real time, like we have to wait for her to walk all the way over to that wall, then stop, then stare at the right wall, then turn back around and slowly walk past the door again. And I am trying in my head to imagine the pace of that animation. All right, let's see. I did not do it right. This is not going to work. Okay, we'll just hang out here for a second. I need you to turn around and walk away. Extremely incorrect. The most incorrect. Okay. If you are holding the gun up, you actually turn much slower than normal. Seems like. So if I'm going to try this thing, I need to turn her around first, then hit the aim button. Okay. I think that was a worthwhile expenditure of resources there. Gosh, I hope so. Flares seem quite rare. So. Okay, yeah, this is it. And nothing hostile for right now, although anything could pry up a floorboard at any time. Are these like little strings of fairy lights? It's an unexpectedly personal touch in this room, and like a full-length mirror. I guess this is like the commander's headquarters, right? They get to decorate however they want, I suppose. A broken music cassette. Portable audio tape player with a knife embedded in the speaker. Can I take the knife? No, it feels like the knife might be useful. Okay, fine. I guess mostly what I'm fighting is like robotic enemies that have metal bodies, so maybe a knife would not be quite the thing. Sure, I'll take a repair patch. Why not? I mean, the answer is because your inventory is limited, but it's fine. We'll be fine. Doesn't seem like I can actually interact with or examine basically anything else in here. A tall mirror stands in the corner of the room, and that's it. My reflection. Somehow it feels very unfamiliar. Ooh. Hey, I know this song. Not a big fan of it, personally. Looking at myself for too long makes me feel like I'm staring at a stranger. Yeah. Okay, we'll just get away from that then. Listen, I'm trying not to be like that person who jumps at the gender in everything, but like, right? That's right there. Those of you who have had the dysphoria, probably, you recognize it. What do I want to do with this thing? With a broken audio tape? This might be a thing where I've been sort of disconnected for just long enough that I've forgotten. Oh, right. The repair bay is probably in the dark. I was like, why is there a door I haven't searched? But yeah, it's probably because that room is too spooky. Looks like there's a door that I haven't looked at there. Oh, this one was like, this one had security tape across it, right? So it doesn't look like it has anything. Yeah, it doesn't look like it has anything of interest, like, on it. It really is just the object that it is. I need to repair the magnetic tape inside the cassette before it could be played again. I mean, I probably don't need much to repair this, right? It looks like it just needs to be joined again. I don't think I have any adhesives, certainly on me, but also, like, even unless, I mean, hold on. The repair patches are full of coagulant, right? Okay, that was worth a shot. We just try electrocuting it. Enhanced repair, they call it. Well, shoot. Okay. I guess we could go back to the save box and just real quick see if I'm forgetting about something. Let's go back up a level. Or wait, down a level? I want to go to 7. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Am I allowed to, like... Okay. So I hadn't formally clicked on the door before because it is obviously unaccessible. But now it's at least filled in on our map. What exactly do I have in my storage thing here? We have that photo module. We have a weirdly warm to the touch hexagonal stone plate. Hexagonal, I guess. Well, we'll stow this. We haven't, like, seen a location that has, like, a repair kit. When I worked at a video store, kids ask your parents what a video store is, I guess. We had a really nice, like, repair station that had, like, a couple of clamps for holding down the tape while you did splicing, and I don't think we've seen anything anywhere that would... I may as well hit this real quick. You know, as long as they're not going to make it, like, cost anything to save, we should save all the damn time. I do think that the ink ribbons are a good idea. They add tension. They give things cost and friction. And a lot of players will throw a fit if your game has any fiction, especially if they've been raised on, like, games from the last 15 years where the goal from most AAA studios has been to just sand everything down until it's so smooth it doesn't make you feel anything at all. But I'm a big fan of friction systems. You know what I like is when a game has texture. Can't interact with the copier at all. So this room has the weird painting with the keyhole. And I guess that's it. Yeah. Can't interact with any of this stuff. These computers are off. His body is sort of flickering weirdly. Alright, just making sure I couldn't search it or anything. I am perhaps a tiny bit stuck. Everything around here is still going to be locked. We haven't done anything to unlock anything. There's this box here. There's a star map that I don't know what to do with. We could run down here and just like refresh my memory on what the keys are. Honestly, might be worth it. What is it that we need to operate these doors? So, I mean, obviously that's going to be another bird key. I didn't actually interact with it. So it'd probably be good to do so and just get it marked on the map so that I remember that that's what it is. It's left in my pistol like 1 round, 2 rounds. So maybe enough to bring one of these down. Trying to make sure I get them both with the cone. There we go. A small amount of efficiency, I guess. Okay, can't inspect any of these records. Oh, this door's just open. It has one of those bird symbols on the door, so you know, I figured it wouldn't be. What are you? Oh, it's the flashlight module. Hell yeah. Okay, so yeah, we definitely want to install this. Ah, but it only installs to there. That's a real bummer because that means it doesn't get out of my inventory. Okay, yeah, we know about this. So the eagle key is required for this inner door. All right, we know about the Adler units, right? They don't get along with others. A single Adler unit can manage and oversee all administrative tasks for an entire facility. The Adler is designed to work as a direct counterpart to the Falk, serving as her adjutant by taking care of necessary paperwork and calculations. I feel like we saw a different report, or maybe I'm combining information from 2 different reports in my head. Okay, well, now that we have the flashlight, that actually does open up some new stuff for us, right? I'm always pressing the wrong button there. Where are the rooms that were too dark? I'm still going to come down here and check out these rooms and see what the key situation is. Hopefully it won't end up costing us too much ammo to do so. Oh, this is like the hummingbird key, right? Yeah, that's a bird key. These things are going to get back up at some point. That's the library. I guess this one is the library hallway. We can probably put that together pretty easy. So where are the rooms that were too dark? The protector office. So we should just take the lift up here, right? And then there was at least one other one, the repair bay. Okay. Protector office it is. Now we know there's something alive in here. A couple of somethings, it turns out. Doesn't look like there's anything else in this room that I care about. I wonder if I am like any more likely to alert an enemy with the light on. Okay, what about the paper? What does this paper say? Calibri in the management office. One of the Calibris has holed herself up in the management office on the 7th floor. I've seen her and her illusions sitting inside the room crying. Oh, okay, that's what a Calibri is. I think it's because of that painting in there. Whenever I was close to her, I felt like my mind was being assaulted by the image of that island. The sensation was strong enough to make me hurl. Is there a way to neutralize the transmission? Maybe some sort of feedback loop of the frequency of her control signal? Yeah, the game is not very subtle about that one. I do feel like I feel like that's one of those things where the game just like throws that at you. You have no chance to figure out what to do there because the game is like, turn your radio to this frequency. Do it now. So obviously I want to pick up this island key and I don't want to come back here. So I'm debating whether the better way to do this is to waste 2 stun prods or waste 3 shotgun rounds. It's probably the latter, right? Well, sorry. I meant to say the former. It might end up being the latter, though, because we're about to be back in a room where I definitely want to have the flashlight on my shoulder. Yeah, maybe I just spend 3 shotgun shells here. It does look like there might be something up here. We need to check. Okay, a hunter's keys. There are 2 keys in this room. I should have been a little bit more patient. I bet I could have gotten them both in one. Alright, so that'll give me the ability to pick up the island key at least. And unfortunately... Well, hold on though. If I'm only going to pick 1 key up, it should be the one that's all the way in the back of the room. So that if we do end up having to make 2 trips of this, we can not have to kill that enemy again. Are these bookshelves interesting? Even though I don't know what to do with the hunter's key. Alright, so the piano room is right there. I guess, yeah, the thing to do is to just quickly... These two are burned, right? Yeah, I cleared out this area really well. The thing to do here is just to drop some stuff off real fast to go back and get that. So I'm going to dump the hunter's key and the cassette, neither of which I know what to do with right now. I don't know if time is a factor in the enemies getting back up, but it has seemed to be so far. I don't think we've seen anything get back up right away. You can't operate the door that you know where it is. So wait, did that not? Nope, it didn't equip. Interesting. Okay. I guess that makes it function like more explicitly as a key, right? You couldn't get through that room by just knowing what to do ahead of time. But I do feel like once you have opened the door via having the flashlight, maybe it makes sense to allow it to be opened without the flashlight from then on. So if you do that, you're going to end up in a situation where players can choose not to waste an inventory spot on the flashlight, though, and they're clearly trying to create that good inventory friction. Alright, so let's just go use the island painting. We can do the other flashlight room afterward. If there is, in fact, some kind of like backpack that gives 2 extra slots or something, it is going to feel so good to get it. Alright, so I unlocked the painting and received the key to the workshop. That's a pretty roundabout way to conceal that, but fine. Do I want to... So we're going up to the next floor. So let's see here. There's the ADLR bedroom. That was a room that was too dark before. It's actually kind of a lot. So we could go down to 8. Let's go up to 6 first. We do know where the workshop is, so I guess we'll just hold on to this key. Do I want to take the other key with me is the question. We're going to use the looping lift to go up to 6. It's a tough call because it's going to be really annoying if I guess wrong on whether or not we need this key in either direction. It's going to be annoying. I'm going to drop my stun prods. And we'll just take them both. And who knows, the cassette may also be a thing we need. I guess we're going to a repair bay, aren't we? Fuck it, I'm taking the cassette too. It's a thing that needs to be repaired. Makes sense to me. I do not remember what the situation is up here in terms of enemies. Replica Known Issues Part 2. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units, due to the nature of this information, destroyed after reading, commander eyes only, etc. Despite their normally laid-back demeanor, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officer. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within dorms. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetish objects to stabilize their persona. Storch units initially have a short temper. Training them in patience early after deployment is key, as their neural pattern is less stable than other models. Failing to do so may yield an extremely volatile personality prone to cruelty and violence. Great features in a robot. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. Storch's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Okay. Books on history or mythology work well as fetish objects. Don't pick that up right now because my pistol's actually full. This is revolver ammo? Yeah, we'll hold off on that as well. Well, this is a place where you could play a cassette. Can I do anything else? Small radio broadcast unit set up to broadcast the tape deck's input signal on frequency 142. Okay, interesting. Just press every button here. The workshop, also totally another place where we could have found potentially a way to repair the tape. This was the place I wanted to go, right? Yeah, because we're going to the repair bay. Ah, damn it. Attack! Jeez. That thing got a lot of hits in on me while I was desperately clicking attack. Once again, I do kind of wish you could just use items right off the floor. Okay, that'll give me a little bit of health to work with. That is an auto injector, not too interesting. Yeah, tape is probably what we need to fix this thing. Oh, that's a weapon case. That's interesting. There we go. What do we have over here? I started trying to read the actual writing before I realized, oh yeah, the game's just going to tell us what it says. Okay. This hunter unit seems to be quite a good shot. What a surprise. Yeah, just enough space in there. What is this? Oh, shoot. Locked with a small padlock, I see. So yeah, this is going to be our revolver, I assume. Oh. It says Hunter right there on it. Okay. And it's fully loaded already, which is wonderful. That being the case, let me grab this. I'm assuming the thing's going to come out of the floor again. Shoot. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's totally fine here. Okay, so now we just need to do the couple of rooms on the 8th floor. Right, yeah, 5 doesn't have any dark stuff on it. So yeah, there's a couple of rooms on the 8th floor. Oh, I guess I want to play that tape, but honestly, given the situation between us and there, it's probably better for me to just go out here, take the ladder back to 7, and then use the lift from 7 to get back to that part of the floor. And then while I'm doing this, I can drop off our normal pistol, I guess. So we're probably carrying too much stuff right now. I definitely do not feel like I can afford to be carrying around 3 weapons. All right, let's merge all that up. Our normal pistol does have a lot of bullets in it right now. We have a ton of ammunition for the revolver, which I probably want to be pretty cautious with. It's definitely like boss fighting ammunition. Oh, you know what? Let me grab these real quick, because I am definitely not at full health. Restores a small amount of health over time. It's so hard to know, like, if I use another one right now, is it going to stack up the healing effects, or is it going to just overwrite the not yet completed healing effect? I wish things were a little clearer. I guess we can just carry the 3 guns for right now, maybe not carry the ammo. We probably will not need the revolver, but it's good to have it with us. Because there's an awful lot of probably coming off of that idea. Alright, I'm going to go do the cassette thing now. I'm really glad I thermited everything on this level. Just makes my life so much easier. Alright, let's throw the cassette in there. And then... Okay, I don't have to press anything. It's already broadcasting. What do you think this means? I'm somewhat hypersensitive and fragmented at the moment. Just a little bit. I guess I'm going to turn the radio off for right now. I don't think we need this at the moment. But now we have that we can tune into whenever we feel like it. Perhaps, you know, if we are being overwhelmed with some kind of audio signal or something. So I have one inventory slot left. There is a question here about whether we just like grab these pistol bullets. Yeah, I guess let's just grab these and go back to the shelter. Alright, and then hopefully we never have to come back to that area ever again. Unless I need to recover my tape. Just drop some ammo off here and then back off to the other darkened area. May as well. As long as we're here, you know? Yeah, I think that the lack of a resource to the save system really removes sort of like a sense of risk. Because if I can just save every time I do anything, I never feel like I'm in danger of losing anything. There's no stakes, and not like I want to be like, the game has to be constantly putting me in real fear, but like, it's nice. I do like it when it works that way. All right, so yeah, we want to use the lift to go down to 8. I do not remember what is in the library hallway, but I do remember that we don't have the library key, right? Hold on. I know I'm like running back and forth a lot here, but let me just verify that I'm actually carrying the stuff I want to be carrying right now. We haven't found the library key. We just have this thing and we don't know what to do with it yet. I only have 1 thermite. It's definitely not worth picking up right now. The photo module, like a library is a place where you might need a photo module, right? There might be things to archival documents or something worth getting the information from. Who knows? Okay, so it's this door over here. What was the dark one? It's got the carpet from The Shining. Always a good sign. A lot of corpses. Similarly. Oh, that's a shield. Not one of the ones with the goofy arms. Can I lure you forward a little bit? Bullet, right. Sometimes gun must have bullet for shooting. This is one of the core truths of gun. Come on. Ow. I was hoping I could get her to take that run at me. Ah, she has such reach. I'm not in the constantly losing blood stage yet, but there are some healing items in here. I got her with a couple of those. I'm just going to go ahead and hit it now. Ow, man. There we go. She leaves herself open for quite a while when she attacks. That's pretty harsh. Pretty harsh. I was reading the word storch as I was saying it. Yeah. Most common controller unit, tall replica, bird's eye view of a situation. Their tough, no-nonsense demeanor, though sometimes described as brutal and even cruel, makes them the perfect fit as unwavering sentinels of order. Yeah, because when people use the word order, they usually mean the word cruel. Awful lot of corpses that I can't even interact with a little bit. Some spooky paintings. More repair spray, which I am going to just go ahead and use right now because I took a lot of damage there. This seems like a lot of ammo. There's another door here. But given the way this room is actually shaped, that door is this door, right? It's interesting that it's not shaped correctly on the map, though. Wonder why. Well, I don't want to pick up that ammunition if there's a chance that there's going to be anything else in this room. Because we are not in a position where I could... Oh, it didn't load these automatically. Weird. In that case, let's go ahead and grab this. I have an extra space left. Usually when the gun's empty, you pick stuff up, it automatically puts it in. Okay, so there is a door there. Was this heavy combat room really nothing? Really just empty? I mean, it's like, you know, it makes sense that there are a lot of people in here because it's obviously the barracks. So I guess there's that. There's like world texture stuff, but yeah. Okay, I think that actually was it. There's nothing going on in here. Can't interact with the bookshelf. They got a copy of, what's it, Saturn Consuming His Sun. Definitely the kind of painting you want to hang in a bunk, in a place where people are trying to get some sleep. Can't see that leading to any kind of consequences whatsoever. So the other room that we're looking at is up there through the north hallway. I don't remember what the east hallway looks like. Also, 6 rounds in here. We have 10 revolver rounds if it comes right down to it. Alright, kind of thought so. It's fine. It's unfortunate because we are going to have to come back there eventually, obviously. Oh, right, this is a dark room, but it's a dark room we've been to already. This kind of looks like it still has something in it. This little, like, I guess that little sort of grayish square is not supposed to be anything, but it sure looks like it should be a thing. Well, I was really expecting we were going to get something out of that dorm. I don't remember. It's probably just called the mineshaft key or something, right? I don't remember what the key to that door over there is, but we definitely don't have it. So, maybe I am once again a little unsure of what the next step is here. A thing we could do is we could go back to Falca's bedroom and play the music at the body. I mean, we picked up the ability to play that music anywhere we are for some reason, right? I don't know what that reason would be, but that makes as much sense as anything. There's definitely nothing left to do on this floor. And we got what there is to get out of the shooting range. I guess let's try it. So if I'm going to do that, honestly, it might be best to just run for the ladder, go to the lift on 7 and come down again, because we know there's a lot of live hostiles between us and, yeah. These bodies are probably going to get up, but we don't have to care about that at all, in fact. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Now that I've woken them, where will they be standing in the room? Okay, I have to give it more time before they'll go back to patrol positions. That's fine. 'Cause I'm curious how easy it's going to be to access the mine shaft room from the ladder. And I guess as long as we're here, we may as well drop off the ammo. It's hard to imagine going through everything we're carrying, right? And this thing where like I'm gonna go play a particular piece of music around an unconscious person and it's gonna have some kind of effect is definitely like some video game logic that is, and specifically that feels like spooky game logic, which is to say that it is profoundly silly, but who knows, it might work. That is the kind of game we're playing. I want to go up to here, turn on the radio. Oh, right. I forgot that the box itself had a thing on it. I was thinking the body was going to, like, let it go and we'd be able to examine it. But apparently it just... Hell yeah, hummingbird key. Okay. Problem solved. We must have looked at the... Yeah, the diary. Okay. You know, at the moment, I have a little bit of inventory space. We can pick up a thing and carry it home. Maybe I should have taken the spray instead of the patch. I don't know. Whatever. This is the hummingbird key room in here. Yeah. We're probably going to have to deal with those two enemies. All part of the plan. Okay. Well, there's another key card on the desk, obviously. All of these, we're just working our way up the bird chain. All these keys are just ways to get, all the bird keys are just ways to get different bird keys. Calibri's note. Keep an eye on Adler. He's hiding something from us. There was nothing in his diary, but when I probed his mind, there were memories of an LSTR unit working at Sierpinski. There's no record of that model of replica ever being deployed here. An order for a single unit for some survey work in the mine was briefly considered, but no new orders were made due to the commander's sickness. Interesting. So I'm really not supposed to be here. Ah, the Calibri manual. Bioresonance specialist. A marvel of modern technology, the Calibri is the most capable bioresonance unit ever produced. Every Protector Führungskommando's Falk unit is aided by a cadre of Calibri unit adjutants, which can amplify her bioresonance signals as well as produce their own. Despite their diminutive build, Calibris are one of the most effective Protector units. Able to directly influence the minds of replicas and gestalts, extract information non-verbally, and communicate among themselves instantly in the full bandwidth of the senses, the Calibri's bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind. That does seem awfully useful. Is this... Okay, this is also something. Replica known issues. Yules tend to form large groups and like to sing and dance, as the original neural pattern for this unit was a ballet dancer. Persona degradation can be easily prevented by making sure they have access to music. Always place at least one mirror in Yule dorms, as they have a strong urge to check their own appearance at regular intervals. Yule's persona stabilizes by keeping a tidy appearance and through regular social interactions. Yules will often organize in groups of roughly 10 units and give each other themed nicknames. Even though they may seem like quiet simpletons, okay, judgmental, do not underestimate auras. While they may not show it, they judge those who are rude or unkind harshly and will quietly share this judgment with their entire cadre. Auras get along best with Yules, who tend to be patient and friendly, and have a talent for reading Auras' expressionless faces. In many facilities, Auras will construct service tunnels accessible only to them, often under floors and in walls. That seems like a huge, huge liability. Like, seems terrible to have these things around. Unstable units may retreat into these tunnels. It is not recommended to attempt to retrieve them. Our personas can be best stabilized by allowing them access to plants to take care of, ideally colorful flowers or trees. So first of all, there's definitely like a, here's the spectrum of anime girl tropes that I approve of going on here, which is like a little gross. But also, just from an operational standpoint, you cannot on in a military installation, especially one where like it's very important to control the flow of information, as they clearly feel that it is. You can't have people just like, I'm just gonna dig through the base's defenses and make myself some mole tunnels. Like, that's a very serious problem. All right, where does this go? Oh. Hey, everybody. Yep, Sturb, no doubt. We're just going to tune a little bit here. Oh, I'm tuning the wrong direction. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's just a little bit of overload. You know, as much as I do wish that that had been a little bit more of like a puzzle to figure out, I do think that's a really cool design for a creature in one of these games. Hell yeah, 2 shotgun rounds. Okay, we know where to use this. Also, I know where to use this. Okay, that time it did load it automatically. I will say that this game feels a little bit more linear than I like these to feel. It's like within each area, there's a very simple go to A to get item B, use item B to get item C, use item C to get item D thing. And I wish it was a little bit more just sort of like you hit an area and there's like a balloon of things to do with a bunch of different threads to work. Less of a sort of single path kind of vibe. Do I want to pick up that stun thing or the repair patch? Oh, never mind. I can't. I'm actually all out of space to do things. So the eagle key gets used up here. The postbox key gets used up on 7. How am I doing on ammo? 764. Let's stick with the pistol for the moment. Changed my mind. This is a real good video game shotgun. All right. I do like the like as we walk around, if you watch like the shadows over here shift with the movement of the flashlight, that's a very nice effect. Okay, Adler's diary. I've been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I discovered in storage. A strange box with a removable dial in the front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I can hear it faintly clicking like a clock. Without Calibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cadre. If there's anything good to say about that woman, it is how she knows how to make others respect her orders, despite her minuscule stature. I went to see her today, but her room is still locked. I had a dream tonight. Another memory of my Gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar, when I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I have never seen before, some type of engineer with an orange chest piece. In my memory, she was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sierpinski. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. So he doesn't really remember shoving us in the elevator shaft. He has only like a sort of a hazy memory of when we met. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It has been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority in which she bathes the room. More sick, making my work ever harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that as our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempts at treatment. Another diary filled, for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my received ration marks on that marvelous-looking fountain pen, but I guess I'll make use of that notebook. Okay, so if we can find the notebook that he found, there is, in theory, more in there. A hole in the front of the box. It looks like something is missing from the mechanism, and we expect that it's a clock, right? It at least sounds like a clock. Hey, that's me. A versatile combat engineer unit, primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of the Central Neural Archive on Veneta, new Elster units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the Penrose program. Copy of a copy, huh? I can see that having some ramifications. So, okay, we know about this. The hole is very small. I'm assuming this is like a wind the clock key kind of situation. Well, I guess let's go check out the post box. This is a good opportunity to come in here and make sure that I remember. Okay, administrator's key. Oh, wait. 7 is not correct. I think I was confusing the post boxes on the wall there with the bank of post boxes that we can actually interact with. Wait a minute, am I? Yep, it was on 6. Here's the thing about my brain. There are literally holes in it. So I'm doing my best. Alright, what have we? Boy, the tag on that key was not physics enabled at all. Okay, library key. No huge surprise there. Well, I mean, I guess let's just do it. I know, like, we're at the hour mark already here, but we'll use the lift on floor 7 to get down there, and that'll let me dip into the save room real quick. Do I want to grab anything? Do I need a repair patch? Nah, I'm fine. We're good. Just throw down a quick save, even though I fully intend to save again in about 2 minutes. Because why not? Why wouldn't I? Oh, hey, a living person. How you doing? Oh, a living Calibri, in fact. Who are you? You're not one of our staff. The others, they've changed. We no longer sing in unison. I used to be able to see into their minds. Well, we were as one. Together we guided them all. But now I can't understand their thoughts anymore. That's gotta be disconcerting in a way that we don't even really have a way of conceptualizing. And then further clicking. Okay, there we go. I could no longer click in the same position. I had to move slightly. I've never been so alone before. They're still together, and I'm here, outside, and they won't let me in. I cannot stand their song anymore. This is the only place where I don't have to hear them. This is the only place I'm safe. Well, I mean, I guess I have some good news for you on that front. I can't go on like this. I wish I had become like the others, too. At least then I wouldn't be alone. I hate this. Okay, well, listen, there's a lot of good reasons you didn't become like the others, not least of which is all the firearms that I'm holding. Alright, known issues with the Calibri. Great care should be given to Calibris. Their neural patterns are very unstable, and their bioresonance module makes them very susceptible to influence from others. Like most bioresonant individuals, Calibris will often subconsciously create an emotional feedback loop, imitating and then broadcasting the emotions of those around them, acting as a sort of amplifier. While they are trained to recognize and disengage this behavior, already unstable units can sometimes spiral into persona degradation. Due to their bioresonant connection, neural pattern development in Calibris varies less than in other models. The constant exchange of memories and emotions between units of a cadre acts as a safety net that buffers extreme changes. Until. However, once a majority of units in a cadre degrade, they will drag remaining units down with them. Because of this, it is important to decommission Calibri units instantly when they begin to degrade. For persona stabilization, Calibri should have access to a well-stocked library. The Mina. When it comes to dangerous cargo, heavy machinery, and hazardous environments, no other model rivals the Mina units with their high-security power armor bodies. Even in lethal radiation, under crushing pressure and in zero-G, they keep their calm demeanor and show exemplary teamwork. Despite their hulking bodies, underneath their face shields, a standard Generation 3 cranial construction can be found, making maintenance and social interfacing as easy as with any other replica model. Please note that the Mina neural pattern is not suited for combat use. For combat applications, the SAPR variant should be used, which employs a combat-capable persona in the same frame. Interesting, the Schnapper. Was the one that we saw, I mean, it had like a railgun, but that could have been like an industrial tool of some kind being pressed into that usage. Oh, I don't know what this is at all. What am I trying to do with this? So it's going to go as far as it can. I mean, I'm assuming we want it to stop here, right? There's clearly a tape there that or whatever, that needs to get pulled. So we're just trying to approach that from below. Which we could do by... yeah, moving to right here, and then... oh, hey! The King in Yellow. Great. I'm so happy. Yeah, sure, I'll pick up an astrolabe. Why not? Okay, well, I don't know what to make of that, but we certainly have it now. Before I go picking this stuff up, I just want to make sure, is there anything else around here? So I have one space open. We should probably take the spray. Let's have a look at this astrolabe real quick. A strange clockwork-like dial mechanism with okay, well, this is the thing for the... all right. This is the thing for the thing, you know? And that's totally a theory that we're going to try out next time, because I really do need to stop. Somebody around here's got to make dinner, and I reckon it's my turn. So, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're making pretty swift progress here, I feel like. But, you know, I owe a lot of that to the fact that it's very straightforward and linear so far. When you come back next time tomorrow, we're going to combine a weird object that we don't really understand what it is with a different weird object that we don't really understand what it is, and some kind of magical thing is going to occur, and then I'm going to have to murder a bunch of people. That feels like the loop, right? So come back next time for that. I will see you then.